Dan, I'll start with you. I'd love to talk about Jason Roy's batting, Jofra Archer's bowling, but before all of that, if you were the match referee, would you ban Jason Roy for the final for his actions?
I'll remain my objective self and say I think the umpires, I mean the match referee will just take a pragmatic view to it all. I'm sure there'll be a heavy talking to and some conversations, probably a fine, but I'd be very surprised if he was missing a final, because that, I mean, no one wants to see that, really.
All right, Dan Vettori being the objective self that he always is, but I can trust many Kiwis there would want to see that Jason Roy being banned for that. Melinda Farrell and Murali Kartik, Graeme Swann join us live from there. Mel, is in that eventuality that Jason Roy doesn't play, is Graeme Swann ready to see an English team without him?
Oh. Well, I don't know if you'd like to see an English team without him. You'll have to excuse us huddling together. It was very considerate of England to get this done just before the rain came, because I can tell you it's coming in and it's coming in heavy. But we saw a brutal opening session with England with the ball, and Swanee, it was just as brutal with the bat.
Well, absolutely. You know, I said at the off that if Jason Roy and Jonny Bairstow attacked the Australian bowlers, it was the only way to go, really. I didn't expect that onslaught. Jason Roy today, absolutely incredible. He can't miss the final, surely. It was a dreadful decision by Dharmasena to give him out. Jonny Bairstow wasted the review. I hope that the focus of this game doesn't rest on that, because this was an incredibly dominant display from an England team who've refound their mojo and are ready to win this World Cup.
Yeah, how did you see that, Kartik? Do you think that Roy might be in big trouble?
I hope not. I hope not. I know that it was an absolute howler, and that's where the DRS came in to remove the howlers. But what he got, could he have reacted better? Yes, that's exactly what we expect all the cricketers to. That's what we're all taught about, that the man in white is always right, or the man in black right now. But unfortunately, you do have these spur of the moment reactions from players. And possibly it's a time to have a relook at the playing conditions, because we go up for so many silly things, back and forth. This could have been a match-defining moment, but thankfully, no. But yeah, I hope not, because what he did, he absolutely brutalized the opposition. You don't expect Mitchell Starc, Pat Cummins and the rest of the lot to be treated like that. He just launched into them.
Yeah, launched. I mean, there were 3 sixes in a row. That's 6. The third one that went into the top tier of the South Stand. I've been reliably informed that has never, ever happened at this ground. It reminded me, Swanee, that match of the 5-0 drubbing that Australia got last year, and that was a very different Australian team.
Well, absolutely, and I said if England refound their confidence, you know, that they'd had a year ago, that they could do this to this Australian team. England batted very sensibly. After the first 10 overs, they had 50 runs, and then just absolutely put their foot down, launched into the Australians. When they had to make a change to try and buy a wicket with Steve Smith, wow, that was dismissive, that was destructive. As soon as Nathan Lyon came on, it was just straight out the ground for 6. That was an incredible display by England. I'm so proud to be actually English right now.
Oh,
I wish I could have played in an England team with that sort of belief. I have every faith in this team. It's going to be a brilliant final, but Dan, come on.